Hello, PsychU community, and welcome to today's interview celebrating May Mental Health Awareness Month. Today's discussion is part of our interview series dedicated to Mental Health Awareness Month. My name is Dr. Linzy Hendrickson, and I'm a senior clinical and scientific liaison with Otsuka Field Medical Affairs. I'm so pleased to be joined today by Dr. Saundra Jain, adjunct clinical affiliate for the School of Nursing at the University of Texas at Austin and co-creator of the Wild 5 Wellness Program. Thank you so much for joining us, Saundra. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this topic because you're such an expert in all things wellness and how mental health affects how we think, feel, and act in our daily lives. So to start off, I'd love to hear what May Mental Health Awareness Month means to you.
Well, let me start by saying thank you, Linzy, for such a nice introduction. I'm very glad to be with everyone today. And I want to begin by saying I'm really happy to have this opportunity to talk about Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, your question, I think, is a really great place to start. And I'd say this, as a psychotherapist, a researcher, and an educator, Mental Health Awareness Month, honestly, it is a chance for all of us to highlight what we as mental health clinicians are doing all year long. We are advocates for our patients and for their families. We educate our patients, we educate their families and the general public. We educate about issues related to mental health, and we find ways to fight stigma, and we encourage those who really are suffering with mental health issues to take a stand, advocate for themselves, and get the care that they deserve. What we're doing is really this. We are bringing people together in hopes of increasing awareness about mental health and then making positive changes. So May is the month that we all nationwide, we recognize it as a time to amplify, highlight our efforts, but May is also a month to connect, create community, begin these important conversations, confront stigma, and create unity in our efforts to really improve the lives of those suffering from mental health difficulties, along with their families and their caregivers.
Absolutely, that's so true. So in terms of the general public, what are some things that you wish they were more aware of regarding mental health?
Another great question. And just to make it short and sweet, there is a lot of misinformation out there about mental health. And our goal, our mission, we want to change that. Misinformation, it does not serve anyone. In fact, we all know this, it can be quite damaging. So this is an opportunity for all of us to facilitate change. I suggest we do this. Let's capitalize on that opportunity. Let's educate the public about mental health, and we can all play a part in making this happen. So let me, if I may, Linzy, just give you one quick idea about educating the general public about mental health, just to illustrate how simple it really is. We could start by creating our own individual list of mental health facts and then get out there and spread the word. So your list might include 3, 7, 10 mental health facts. Honestly, the number doesn't matter. It's the information that matters most. We can take that list, post it to social media, shoot it out in a monthly newsletter, put it on a Facebook page. I mean, for those who are social media savvy, I think this is the new rage. Instagram, set up an account, get the word out there. And we can always update our list to keep it fresh, interesting, engaging our audience. So as an example, if I may, I'd love to share just 5 mental health facts just to show all of us how we can increase awareness, how we can educate the public by getting accurate information out there about mental health. So here we go, 5 facts about mental health. 1 in 5 US adults suffers from a mental illness. 2, 3 in 10 US adults will suffer from an anxiety disorder at some point in their lives. 3, 1 in 25 US adults suffers from a serious mental illness. 4, those that are suffering from that serious mental illness, they're at an increased risk for chronic diseases like diabetes, cancer, or heart disease. And finally, number 5, suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the US. I'd add one other thing, Linzy. We can add an upbeat statement to the list, something that might read like this: Don't remain silent. Don't isolate. Ask for help. Speak up. You deserve it. The truth is, really, we're all hungry for information. Let me modify that a bit. I might say accurate information, because that's what makes a difference. So I invite everyone, let's join forces. Let's get the word out there about mental health.
I love that. It's so clear, and just small steps that we can take by, like you said, posting on social media, talking with our friends and family, having accurate information is so important. And I think that the things that you highlighted are things that we can do not only this month, but throughout the entire year for individuals with mental health challenges. Was there anything else you'd like to add? That was such a wealth of information. Thank you.
No, I couldn't agree with you anymore that the small steps matter, just like the big steps. There are things that we can do. Certainly we can highlight and amplify it during the month of May, because that's our recognized month. But there are 11 other months that are simply waiting for us as educators, as researchers, as clinicians, as lay people, as those with lived experiences, to find our voice, step forward, and let others know all about mental health.
Thank you so much for your great insights and perspective on this topic. It's such good, clear steps forward, I think, for all of us. And I look forward to finding my own ways to help spread this message of May mental health awareness this month and throughout the year, like you mentioned, all the other 11 months too. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to our audience, and goodbye.
Thanks again.